Okay, first thing you got to do is pull out this middle part here, start to blink. Now starts up with infinity. Welcome everybody back to Boost in Motion, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Thank you. Welcome everybody back to Boost in Motion, guys, and today we're gonna have an unboxing video and install for the one screen AUCAR infotainment system for the Infiniti Q50 and Q60. Now, you can see that there's a digital dash here that I'm also going to be installing in a separate video. I installed this first, so definitely go on my channel, take a look at it above, or go on my channel. And the thing is, guys, I did a detailed install video, and these things communicate with each other. These are not separate. So if something like a video is showing here, you can have the video show here also. And I'm going to put links below to both of these, but this will be an unboxing and install video for this one screen to replace your center console infotainment system for your Infiniti Q50 Q60. So guys, definitely hit the links below if you want to support the channel. So guys, let's go. Let's jump into it. Alright, so this is all that's included in the kit. You get the screen itself. You get all the harnesses and plugs that you need. There's no cutting and splicing here, guys. This is not back in the day when we got to put a radio in and cut and splice, okay? With electrical tape. They got all the plugins for that. Those are the plastic pries to open up some of the center console and the leather pieces and stuff like that. But they also have the installation guide, which once again is super thorough with pictures. So it's not intimidating, guys. You guys can do this. And remember, I'm a DIY guy and I always try to do things myself. This is going to probably be the easiest install. You're just going to have to take your time and be patient. And they also tell you what's included with the kit, from the mic to the cable all the way down to the factory GPS and also right-hand drive bracket. Now, there's two sides to this. There's a difference between the 2014 and 2019 and up because there's certain plugs that they will use, right? But if you have the 2020 and up, the harness is going to be a little bit different and the install is going to be a little different. But other than that, I'm telling you guys, I can't wait to install this. So, they also give you the warranty paper and a couple of SIM adapters. But that's all that really comes with it. And this unit is actually quite light and easy to move around. So, we're going to head to the car. Alright guys, so now we're at the car. And we're going to start installing removing the center rest first. The center console first. But also remember, in the same video, we're going to be installing the digital dash. So, definitely check out that other video. Take a look, okay? Alright, so the first thing I need you guys to do is remove the center upholstery leather clips on both sides. Just it comes clips right off. Now the second thing I need you guys to do is remove the one Phillips head, which will be to the left side right here. I already removed it, so just remove that. It's a Phillips head. Put that to a side. Don't lose it. You're going to need that for later. Now the next thing I need you guys to do is understand that for you to do the proper amount of work, you're going to have to put the car into neutral, right? So make sure you turn the car on or to auxiliary mode. And we're going to try our best to pull it out. Now, you got to push down on the leather boot, and there's a little retaining clip that locks in the center, the gear stick. Locks it in. Once you remove this retaining clip, then you should be able to pull out the gear shifter. Once that is off, then you move that to a side. All right. Next, you pull up the center console. You can pull this up. This stuff is just clipped in. Be careful. You don't want to pull out too hard. You don't want to break it. But it unclips. Move that to a side. Now, next, there should be a screw to the right-handed side. Once again, another Phillips head. Remove that Phillips head and put it to a side. Now, for everyone's watching, I just want you to know, guys, I'm going to be doing a lot of this on a voiceover because it was actually a really hot day. And I think I had the car on, so the audio quality wasn't as good. So that's why I'm doing that. Anyways, now remove the center console by the gear stick. You can remove that, or you could unclip it too when you do remove it. Then you move next to these two bezels around the radio. These unsnap and come right out as listed. Don't pull them too hard. You don't want to break them. There's one on the left, unclipped, and there should be one on the right. Now, I said I'm doing these voiceovers just so I could be a little bit more informative, like I said, because it's a little bit loud. All right. Now, this should expose two more screws, one on the left and one on the right. Now, these two screws are going to be used that holds in the whole facade or the bottom screen. So you want to unscrew both of those. Once again, don't lose those screws. You'll need them for later. And once you remove those, then that would allow you to have access to the top screen, and then you're going to have access to the harness in the back, which we're going to be working with. Now, be careful when pulling this out. You kind of got to like pull it forward and push it up a little bit, because it is clipped in on like the top of the screen, like under the dash. It's like clipped in a little bit. Like you push up and then you pull out. Yeah. Now, once you do that, now let's continue with the video. All right, so from here, now you're going to do is you're just going to unclip whatever's here on the OEM unit. We will reuse pretty much everything here on the new unit that goes to the AUCAR front facade. Now, we got to remove the top screen, but we're not getting rid of the top screen, okay? Remember that. So there should be two Phillips heads. Remove the left and right one, pull the screen out. And then what we're doing next is we're going to just unclip. There should be two clips back here with a couple of other harnesses that we're going to unclip. Some of them may be color coded, but understand that they're technically going to go right back in. We're only really using the top screen so we can use it as a mirror. Those two white harnesses will be used as a mirror with a splitter that will go to the new AUCAR screen. Bear with me, I know it's a little confusing what I'm saying, but that's just the way they have it set up, because you're still gonna, with the one screen on the AUCAR unit, you can still keep InTouch. Yes, you'll still have InTouch. It'll be like a menu on the screen that you can go through at any time, so you can still play video, listen to the radio. It's like you still have an OEM unit that is mirrored there onto the larger screen. So that's pretty much what happens next, but let's continue. Okay, so everything may come off a little bit chaotic here, but bear with me. Just take your time. You can do things one by one, but I'm gonna go list it with you, okay? Okay, number one place is RCA cables, right? That would be this one right here, the one in blue, right? This first one right here, one in blue. That's if you have any aftermarket system, music, or anything like that, you can use this cables. But I don't have any aftermarket system, so this will not be connected. Now, the second place, which is the white one here, right? That one is considered the auxiliary camera harness. Now, I don't have an auxiliary camera. I don't have any other, let's say, aftermarket camera that you're using. So this will be pretty much unplugged. I'm not going to use this because I don't need it. But I'm only connecting it so you guys can know what I'm doing and you guys can understand, okay? Number three would be auxiliary audio adapter. This harness is for the 2014 to 2019 car. If you don't use this harness, you will lose Android system sound. Now, I'm going to keep this connected because guess what? I don't want to lose Android system sound. Now, the fourth place is called the 4G card cable, right? That's here, 4G card. The fifth one would be the two USB port cable, right? That would be right here. Now you can run this USB cord. Guess what? You can run this USB cord to anything you want to do, plug it in, whatever. You'll run it through here and you'll have it come out anywhere you want over there. This is probably used to update the system. Then you have the number 6, which is the mic cable, which is the purple one right here. So you could connect the mic here. I didn't connect it here, but you can connect the mic because they give you that. They give you that stuff right here. Cool. You can do that too. Now number 7 is your GPS antenna. Now they'll give you, this is the harness, right? This harness here is the factory GPS adapter, number 16. So because I want to use the factory GPS, this is what you screw into here, number 7. Number 8 will be factory reverse. This is this yellow piece right here. Now this will connect to the harness, okay guys? You're gonna use the factory, you're gonna connect this to that, and that's how we're gonna be able to set that up, okay? So it will connect through that. Now the next one will be number 10, which will be factory reverse. That harness is somewhere up there. Number 11, which will be number 9 and number 11. Well, same thing, factory plug socket. So that's what it says, factory plug socket. It's one of those that plug in over there. Yeah, this one. I think it's this one, yeah. It'll plug right into there. And let's see what else we have left. We have HDMI here. On our unit is an HDMI cable that plugs in through there, through our aftermarket, Then you have three more ports left. You have a 12, which is a 4G AMT, 12 and 13, and then you have 14, which is factory LSVDS plug. And I don't know exactly what plugs into here yet, but we'll get there. And to be honest, that is it. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next part, because we're going to have to connect this Tesla screen to the head unit itself, the different harnesses. Now they're going to give you the one that's already plugged in, right? We have this one that has the whole backup camera already plugged in here. So what you're going to do is, here's what you're going to do. Plug that into there, right? Now that's plugged in. Make sure that's nice and tight. Cool. Make sure that's plugged in. Now there's a second one right here. Cool. It's going to be plugged into here. Now that's plugged in. Now it may look like unorganized chaos, but it's actually super organized. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the screen back in, the regular screen back in, and put all the plugins back in there as listed. And then we're going to start plugging in some of the white harnesses, and then from then on, pretty much we're reconnecting certain spots. And if there's a missing spot, we're going to know, because at the end of the day, we have the certain factory harnesses that need to be, like this one has a male and a female. We're just going to connect the ones, and honestly, they're all different sizes, so you really can't mess this part up. I did not include some of these parts because I don't have auxiliary stuff here, so I just chose to just remove those and put those down there because it's unnecessary. I don't need it, but I still need a USB, the 4G card, and some of this certain GPSs I left in, screwed in, and some other stuff for the factory ones are going to plug into here. So anyways, let's jump into that quickly. I want to add a little bit of context here. This isn't my first time ever like installing a radio or doing something like this. I've been doing this stuff since my 1996 Maxima when I was 17, 18. I am now 37. So been like 20 years. I've done this stuff before a long time ago. But it's so much better knowing that we can just plug stuff in nowadays, because to do this 10-15 years ago, you would have to splice things to get it to work. Literally, that's how it was done back in the day, with electrical tape and a little bit of soldering if you were good at soldering. But other than this is still pretty straightforward, and they give you a really good installation guide on how to do it. And honestly, guys, it's color coded, it's size coded, so you really can't mess this up. If you plug everything in and just some things just don't clip in, it's just because there's no clip for it. It's mostly an auxiliary thing. But anyways, let me continue. Now, I don't want you guys to miss this part. So cable 2, right? Cable 2, which would be this part right here with the beige. If you go to the end of it, you see the harness, right? We have to now plug that into right under the console itself. It's the farthest one right here with the yellow wire. We're going to plug that in to this harness, because that controls the factory auxiliary audio plug under the armrest box of the car. The plug of my anyways, the auxiliary plug over here, that's so you can plug it in and still play your music. So without doing that, you can't use the auxiliary. So just unclip that from there, and then clip in the harness the same way, and then you guys get the idea. You clip it in. Cool, you got it, get it, see, clip it in, you clip everything back in, and then once again, now the harness, you're gonna run that harness up and down here, you know, make sure it's nice and neat. You don't want to just throw this part together. Okay, so now we're almost at the home team. I know it looks distracting. Now we're gonna pick up the unit. What we're gonna start doing now, right, is we're gonna start plugging in everything. That green cable is supposed to go right here, right? And there are all these other white ones. You start plugging them in to the spots that they're supposed to fit in, and remember to plug back in the yellow. Now, once we get the stuff in, we're going to test it to make sure. Okay, guys, we're going to test it to make sure before you bolt everything up. So you want to start the car and everything. But let me quickly just plug a lot of this stuff back in. All right. We want to see. I see that the AC was already on. Now we're going to test out some of the speeds, just to see if this is working. Let's see if I can turn this down. Okay, that works. That turns it up and down. Let's see, can we turn AC? We'll turn that back up. It's kind of hot outside. Okay, unit does turn on. Unit works. Okay. This is how it starts up. cool. Now, what I'm doing right now is just quickly seeing if I could connect my iPhone just to it to make sure that I am getting the proper amount of audio. Alright guys, so I got the iPhone connected, right? It's connected now, and it's parent requested. And what we're gonna do next is see if we can play music on here. Alright, now that we tested everything, the music works, the AC works. Today, I'm not gonna go through everything detailed because I'm gonna have some time. I'm gonna give this a couple days, about a week, and I'm gonna go through everything. Anything that I need to fix, I will update in the second video when we're gonna go through everything for this specific vehicle, everything for this specific screen, to make sure that what the positive, the negatives, the cons, we're gonna break this down because this is number 7, the 7th edition. So I finally got into it, but I want to make sure I broke it down. But the music does work, the AC controls work, and the way it is, it kind of still mimics what your old screen would have. But if you always want to go back to, let's say, for instance, direct its own screen, you can do that here. But if you want to go to that screen, you can go here and it'll bring you back to like In Touch and how it works. And you go back to menu there and different climate controls here. You see what I'm saying? It mimics it. So that's actually super dope. But if you want to ever go back to that, that's here. And then there's different stuff you can go through, Spotify, things you can add. We'll do that in an upcoming video. I would update a lot of the stuff and I'll let you guys know what I'm doing. I'm going to be very detailed. But this was just a video to show you how to install it. And to be quite honest, was this a hard install? Because right now after this, what we're going to do is screw everything back in, start the car, and that is it. So put a link. I'm going to put a link below to this unit. I'm already liking the unit. I already like how fast it seems like it's moving. I've been told that the other ones are super laggy. I'm liking this already. So in the second video, we're going to update on the things we can add that doesn't work well, that would work well, and how it integrates with that, because we'll also have to run a cable from the digital dash to here, because there's another secret part that comes up. So I'm going to show you guys maybe in this video on what it could do when these things are too connected to each other. But outside of that, let me just finish up the video right here. All right, so this is where we're at, guys. This is where we're at. The Tesla screen is officially installed. And in the next video, I'm going to go through all the lists of features, all the things I can do on it. It is an Android-based unit. I'm going to set up as much apps and things that I know I can do with it, see if there's any issues or problems. If there's any lagging, we will do that in the next video. But as of right now, the music works, the HVAC works, the sound works. We'll take care of anything else we need to take care of in the future. I'll put a link below with a discount code and a link to AUCAR so they can go and purchase your own screen. And I'm not going to lie to you, knowing that I said months ago that I'm going to change out the center console and I got the opportunity to do so, I am so super happy and thankful that I can be able to do this. So definitely hit the like button, subscribe button with the bell notification, and subscribe to the Boost in Motion channel. Much love, guys. I appreciate it. See you guys in the next video. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Do appreciate you guys. Love you guys very much. You can also check out the 2 links I posted for some of my other videos. Also, on top of that, if you want to purchase some Boost in Motion merch, definitely check the link that I posted also. And finally, if you've been watching all my videos and you enjoy them, please hit the link to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.